Hey Rod, how's it hanging, friend? Hey, never forgot your favorite coffee. Decaf black. I have normal coffee, splash of milk, and a little bit of ice. Cheers. Not in the mood. Okay. Oh, your hand's a little. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah. So, how's today been for you? Oh, your day's been good? Yeah. How have you been managing the pandemic? Telling yourself to hang in there. Me too. I've been telling myself to hang in there all throughout this unpredictable chapter. Work is doing great. I'm doing really good at work. Yesterday was more hard labor. It was more back-breaking work. Our truck came in, and I had to help them unload everything out of the truck. It was our supplies, so I had to help them unload more pipes, more materials for installation, just basic utilities to help us keep the restaurant ticking and talking, Well, sorry. Oh. Sorry if I have a look at it. How have I hung in there? All right, Rod. Well, at the beginning of this pandemic, I told myself to hang in there. And, well, as time passed, I began to forget, what am I hanging on for? Why am I hanging in there? 2 months into this outbreak, I ran into an old friend of ours. You remember, what was his name? He was a little bit taller than me. He had small hair, and he had oxygen supplies in his nose. Bob, yeah, that's who it was, Bob. I don't even know how I forgot his name. Yes, I saw Bob, and he's doing great. He looked great. He was playing croquet with his family and his great-grandchildren. It was like old times. And during our reunion, he asked me, how have I been doing? And I told him, I've been hanging in there. And then he told me a story that I don't think he ever told me before. Well, you and I both know that he served in World War II. He was an airman. During that time, during World War II, he kept on telling himself and his partners in crime, hang in there as well. He kept telling everyone to hang in there, just like I've been telling myself to hang in there. Bob also kept on telling his friends, focus on the outcome, be patient and be creative. All in all, hang in there. After I caught up with Bob, I started thinking about what he said. I actually wrote it down on a paper. Well, I don't have it on me right now, but it's at my place. How have I been creative? Well, I tried to think about some other things that interest me. What other games do I like? What other board games do I like? What other shows and movies I like? And, well, as you can see, I got hooked on James Dean movies. James Dean's biography, I guess you could say. Yeah, I've got a jacket like his. Yeah. You're never too young to figure out what the past was. You're never too young to get into new things. You're never too young to know who James Dean was or learn about history. James Dean is a part of history. What history? Film history, But, I'm getting a little bit off topic with us, Rod, but the point that Bob told me and his family was to hang in there and focus on the outcome. And then with patience, it'll be done before we even know it. Well, of course, that's been dragging, but I felt good to see him again. So if there's a lesson to be learned, thanks to Bob, it's to find out more about you. Take this time to learn new things, learn a new trick, and maybe you can teach an old dog a new trick. Yeah, well, some dogs you can teach a new trick and some dogs you can't. Here's to hanging in there.